what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Aries EDC. So, I did it. I finished the Thorns. The last time we checked on these, I was in the middle of sharpening all of these. So I sharpened them all, put the lanyards on all of them, and all of the AEB-L stainless Thorns have been finished. And these are all the AEB-L stainless with the camo carbon handles. So they all have a different camo carbon handle. Which I think is really stinking cool. So let's talk about all of them and share them with you guys one last time before these guys go up for sale. Just as a reminder, these are all, or as an announcement, they're all going to go on sale the day that this video drops. So this video is going to drop on October 29th, and these are going to be up for sale on October 29th at about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is when they are going to hit the Etsy store. There is a link in the description of this video. So hopefully you guys can pick one of these up. These are all going to run about $275 depending on how I feel that day. But I think $275 is the number that I'm comfortable with these, just based on the materials and the time that I put into them. So $275 on these, and I'm going to share the other ones with you guys here in a second, because this isn't all of them. There's going to be at least 7 of them, but we're going to talk about the glow ones here in a second. So this is our last look at all of the AriesEDC Thorns that are going to be coming out. So that is really stinking cool. I guess I should put that guy right there because that's our Thorn character. So let's start with this one. This is our Pearl, the black pearl camo carbon. They all come secure Kydex sheath. They're not going anywhere. Got a little drain hole, got the thumb ramp on all of them, and they all work very well. So let's take a look at this one. Each of them have a hand satin finish on the stainless and have been done very well. You can see that black pearl turned out really nice. I like the pattern on that black pearl camo carbon, came out really well. This is going to be a very thin handle on 3 of these. They're going to be very thin. One of them is a little bit thicker than the other. It is a 3-finger blade with that lanyard hole. Moving forward, the handle on the Thorn will be a little bit longer moving forward. So you're going to be able to get probably 3.5 fingers on it, which is going to help. And just the overall balanced look of the blade is going to be a little bit better, in my opinion. But this was the last of the water jet blanks that I had made for this year for these type of drops. So really awesome, and they turned out pretty cool. So that's your black camo carbon. Oh, by the way, each of them are going to come with their own card, and the measurements are going to be the same for each and every one of these. This is your black pearl camo carbon. I apologize for my chicken scratch, but it is what it is. But your guys are all going to get a card. Make sure you check out all my links right there, or you can email me. It's cool. So you're going to get a card with each and every one of these. Let's take a look at this one. This is the Galactic Green Space Weave, which I've done on several occasions now, and it turns out pretty stinking cool. The only thing with this one is that that green, which you can see there, is very difficult to capture on camera. In person, you can see it kind of layered in there. What's cool about this material, and somebody showed it to me, is under the UV light. It really is cool. Under the UV light, it looks really awesome. It does not glow in the dark, but it'll shine under the UV light, and it brings out all the green. You can see all the greens in there. Again, hand satin finish, very thin in the hand. So it's going to be a very thin handle, but overall, it's going to be pretty stinking cool. Or it is pretty stinking cool. Not gonna be. It already is. Next up is this one. This is the Brittany Blue. The first time I did it. Basically, if you're familiar with the dark mode that Blade Binge does, it's the same basic handle material. But this one is going to be a little thicker. The material I got on this, I was able to get a little bit thicker material for this, and which is going to turn out really, really nice. It's very comfortable in the hand, fills the hand a little bit more than the others, but overall, another very good option that I think you guys will enjoy. So there's the Brittany Blue handle. Looks kind of cool. Look at that side. Yeah, looks awesome. So turned out really good sheath, nice and clicky. And the last one is my favorite, and that's the Damtanium with the blues and the purples. Came out really nice. Again, this is going to be one of the thinner ones, so it's going to be the nice thin handle. But man, that stuff just really pops. And again, very difficult for me to capture in camera, but in person, this stuff is just really stinking cool. And same handle, everything else. So the size is exactly the same, but really cool. They all lock in really well, and they all look really awesome. So there are the 4 Thorns for October. They're all looking really, really cool and excited about getting these out to you guys. And don't forget, we also have our glow in the dark EDC RV2 blades that are going to be $175 hitting the Etsy store as well. So we have the purple, which does glow, but it's really not a very strong glow. And all of the 80 CRV2 are belt satin finish instead of hand satin finish and have that nice glow. The handle material is a little bit thicker than the other ones, but they all turned out really well. The purple, again, it doesn't glow as strong as the green or the yellow, but it does glow, especially if you put it out in the sun or you hit it with a little UV or a flashlight. You can charge it up and let it glow, but it's really not going to be as strong as the other ones, and I'm running out of space to put things. Oh my goodness, there, I'll squeeze that one in over there. The green and the yellow one, on the other hand, these two glow like crazy. But again, the belt satin finish, that nice green turbo glow by Carbon Waves turned out really nice. And I've done these before, and I had a little bit of material left over to do it again, and I'm really happy with the way that they came out. Here's the yellow. In person, I don't know why the camera is doing that. Usually it's much brighter. The yellow is much brighter. It's being washed out by the camera, but it's very bright, and this stuff glows like you wouldn't believe. So an excellent, excellent drop, guys. I hope you are excited about these as much as I am. I think they're going to they ended up turning out really nice, and I can't wait to get these out to you guys to see what you guys think. But again, October 29th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, I think these are going to all be available on my Etsy store. Again, the link is in the description of this video. So let me know what you guys think in the comments of these. Which one's your favorite? Which one do you want? Make sure you pick two. But I'm excited. It'll be the last drop of the year for this kind of thing. I'll be doing just a random drops throughout the rest of the year on certain blades, but this is definitely going to be the last group of blades that I'm going to be doing for 2025. So again, thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment or not. The choice is always yours.